are no goodbyes for us. Wherever you are, you will always be in my heart. Mahatma Gandhi. I found this quote to describe what I've been feeling. Although we're leaving, I won't say goodbye. I'll say we'll see each other soon. When life starts again, we will see each other soon. Summer, then high school, and driving and a job. We're growing up, and here's where we leave our friends, our family that we've created. 9 years. 9 years I've been here. From kindergarten through 8th grade, we learned what we need for life. I hope we can find that while we are separate, our humanities keep us connected.
With everyone here and present, it makes me think that this is all a dream. My middle school is over, and it is for all the other 8th graders too. Nobody knows what to do next, other than run into high school blind. But with all the bonds we made here at Westgate, I'm sure that we will all get through this together. No matter what high school we go to, it's still a high school that will be a chapter of our life. Since everyone will be one step closer to adulthood, we should stop every now and then to appreciate those around us who've helped us grow. The teachers in this pod taught and made friendships with everyone. They show their genuine interest towards us students, and it pulled us through our tough times. Mrs. Wild showed us her passions, and everyone has a bond with her. Miss Nieto shines with her personality being so bold, and it was an example of how we should be expressive with ourselves. Miss Kaplan proves that you have to work hard to have fun, so we work harder now to achieve our dreams. Miss Shaw demonstrates that multiple different teaching approaches can be fun.
Sure, it's been a hard few years, but they were all great, and I don't regret any part of it, even the bad parts. We all have discovered new things about us every year. We've grown into young adults and have definitely changed in many ways since 6th grade. New goals, new places, new everything. High school is going to be way different than middle school, but it's going to help us get to the places we're going to be 10 years from now. Doctors, teachers, dentists, vets, accountants, scientists, marine biologists, and so much more. Good luck to all of you, and I'm sure going to miss you.
Wow, what a year it has been. With so many unprecedented events happening, we are still at the end of either a part or all of middle school. Some of us are going into high school next year, the last portion of grade school, and that is kind of scary just thinking about it. We might be heading to new schools or staying at this one, and loads of questions are on our minds about whether we'll make new friends at a new school, what is the workload going to be like, but most importantly, how am I going to make it through another year? How will life be different next year? To progress forward, we must call to mind our past experiences in middle school, whether that be fun on the playground, the various pranks and jokes of the classrooms, learning experiences, the friendships we made, and the fun that we had in the past 3 or so years of our lives.
As middle school is coming to a close, I really see how lucky I am to have these amazing teachers through the years. They have taught me physics and grammar and ancient Egypt, but most importantly, they have taught me how to act. I've seen my peers grow in enjoyment throughout the years, figuring out who they want to be. I've had many tough times trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life, but middle school has helped everyone figure out who they are.
We will hold the memories we made in middle school close to our hearts, but we are now prepared to move forward. For we have learned and experienced so many things, like self-discovery, friendships, relationships, and changes along our way. So it is now that time to say goodbye to this chapter of our lives and look forward to the future. With that, we are no longer 8th graders. We are teenagers who will be entering high school in the fall as 2020 freshmen. We have finished middle school, and we are ready to take the next step in our lives.
We have all learned so much this year, and not just basic subjects like math and literacy, but things like respect and kindness. I have to thank all of our teachers and peers for teaching us these things. This year is filled with so many memories, some bad but most good, like the Civil War reenactment, the Halloween and winter break parties, and so many more. We also made so many memories with our friends and our teachers, so many meaningful conversations, high fives, and laughs. These memories I will hold with me forever, and I'm sure others will too. After all this time and effort, we finally get to call ourselves high schoolers. I've loved making new friends this year, and I'm so excited to make even more in high school. I just want to thank everyone who's been a part of this wild ride. And for the people that aren't going to be here next year, I wish you good luck and farewell.
Throughout this year, there have been many trials and tribulations. The snowstorm that canceled most of a week of school, the mud in the Civil War reenactment, and most of all, the coronavirus making the last quarter of school a mess. But throughout it all, we have prevailed. I have faith that y'all will do great in your high school years. With 4 years of high school ahead for most of us, now more than ever, we should look back upon ourselves, remember all our accomplishments, great or small. We should look back and remember all that we have gained, and most of all, we should remember the memories we have made and the friends we have gained. Graduation is not the end, it is the beginning.
The novel coronavirus took over before spring break. This upper respiratory pandemic easily spread and caused quarantine to be placed. This is an important time that will be written into history because of the economic dip. Education was learning online at home, with no friends, and challenging technology problems. Through the struggle of online learning, we are glad we had support from our families, the school, teachers, and staff. We want to thank our support team, which includes our families, the school, teachers, counselors, and staff for their dedication to the students and our needs. We appreciate all the effort and the time you have spent helping create a valuable learning experience for us. During online learning, though there were struggles, we always had support from our team. We would personally like to thank the 7th and 8th grade pod teachers, Miss Nieto, Miss Wild, Miss Shaw, and Miss Kaplan, for a memorable year. You ladies were the dream team that made learning fun, and we are sad you will not be moving forward with us on our next journey. As we finish our middle school career, we must look to the future. There is another journey that awaits for us, another 4 years to continue our education. It's called high school. Even though there may be other obstacles in the way, our support system, motivation, and determination will get us through the difficulties. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, be the change that you wish to see in the world. Go class of 2024.
I've been at this school for 8 years. 8 years, that's more than I can count on one hand. They've all been great. And one of the things which has made this experience worth it is not the unique model of education. I try to avoid the emotional stuff, right? The goodbyes, because, right, I don't like goodbyes. I like see you soon, even if I won't see you soon, because that offers me reassurance, right, okay? But writing this goodbye to the people who are leaving, it's the least that I can do. It really is the least that I can do, okay? So this is not goodbye, it's see you soon. I'm going to quote the inimitable singer-songwriter Randy Newman here. As for the light by which you see me, leave it on. The perception that you have of me right now, keep that perception. Don't let that perception change, okay? Yeah, don't let it change. Keep the perception you have of me. If it's good or bad, I don't care. Just keep it, okay? At the end of the day, I'm a better person than I was when I met you all, and I have you guys to credit for it. You guys have shaped me in microscopic ways that I can't pinpoint individually. But you all are the reason I am who I am today. I hope that's a good thing, okay? Thank you guys for an amazing year. Thank you guys for an amazing 7-8 experience. Thank you guys for an amazing Westgate experience. I will very much miss those of you who are leaving, and I look forward to seeing those who are staying again in August.
This has been my first year at Westgate, and it has been my favorite school year so far. Since I came as the new kid, I thought I would be treated differently, but it turns out my peers accepted me and embraced me. I have been moving around schools for 2 years, and it finally seems like I have the perfect fit. To start off, this year has been amazing for me, whether it be playing basketball at recess with my friends or doing cool and unique projects in class. It will all go down as an amazing year. With Westgate's small school idea and build, it feels like you get to know everyone in your grade so well, and they get to know you too.
The next few years will be some of the more challenging ones, no matter if some of us go to Westgate for high school or a different high school. Many things will likely change in the next few years, and there's no determining the outcome just yet. For now, the only major focus is the current moment. Despite the fears of the future, we persevered anyways, and we got through all of the assignments given to us. We're now at the end of the 8th week with only a week left until the end of the school year. And that brings us to today. It was a long 3-year journey, but it was completely worth it in the end. Even with the challenges some of us might have faced, we overcame them and succeeded. After the next week, we can plan for our future in high school and see how it all turns out in the end. Even if some of us may not go to Westgate for high school, the same thing still applies. It has been a great 3 years.
Today, as we graduate from middle school and make our trek to high school, let us reflect on a few memorable steps that got us to this big step in each of our lives. From advocacy to greeting new classmates, field trips, and special assignments, I'm sure each one of us has earned some great memories that will follow us in every footstep we make. Remember, going to advocacy to do fun activities and crafts? And when we made some entertaining Rube Goldberg machines in Miss Shaw's classroom? It was activities like these where friendships grew and getting to know each other as classmates. We also explored different cultures and connected with people from different backgrounds, such as our visit to the Holocaust survivor. Let's let these experiences provide lessons on how we should treat each other with respect and kindness, and not always making conclusions or taking situations for granted. We can take different perspectives into account when making decisions in everyday life, which affect our family, friends, classmates, neighbors, and strangers. I hope that next year will be great wherever we go. I know that some of you will be going to Westgate and some will be switching schools, but I hope you will be able to make more friends and have fun and learn lots.
We owe ourselves so much credit for getting to where we are. I've been attending Westgate for 9 years, since kindergarten. I've never known anything else. I have seen students and staff come and go. I have made friends and I have had disagreements. I have done and said things I wish I wouldn't have. If I was offered the chance to do it all again, with knowledge of the first time, I would not change anything. These things make me who I am. Who I am is because I took chances and experimented. I started talking with someone I didn't know on the chance that we might have something in common. I took Spanish class on the chance it might be good for me. I joined clubs on the chance it might be fun. In the end, I met my core group of friends. I learned some Spanish and I enjoyed doing it, and won a 3rd and 2nd place medal for the work of me and my team. The most important thing that came out of this is the new person I met. This person is kind, smart, funny, laid back but serious, there for those in need, and one of the best people I have ever met. This person is me. The main lesson from all of this is that even when it seems like the world is falling apart, we will make it out okay. We might come out with a few battle scars, but we will get through this. Right now, we are beginning a new step. High school, driving, homecoming, prom, getting that much closer to becoming an adult. The next 4 years are going to be the most interesting 4 years of our life as we discover who we are as a person and who we are as a people. Some of us will be attending high school, and some of us will be attending elsewhere. 7th graders, you may not be attending high school next year, but your story is the same as ours. Yours just takes place a year later. No matter what, remember to follow the path you choose in the next few years.
Ever since the beginning of middle school, I knew it wasn't going to be easy. Through the years, it seemed like nothing was changing, but looking back at the beginning, I can see a huge difference. My growth as a student, friend, and member of society has been prominent throughout middle school. Standing back and looking at all these years together, I see quite the work of art. While it would be so nice to preserve all these memories, I have to make room for new ones to come. Though I've had many failures and disappointments, I'm walking away with a victory. And far in the future, when I'm exactly where I want to be, I will look back at these moments because these years are what helped make that future.
Hey guys, we have finally done it. Made it to the end of middle school. Now that I'm typing that out, it sounds kinda lame, but it's an accomplishment. We are moving on to high school. Some of us are leaving, and others are staying. We have all chosen a path to follow. I'm so proud of all of us. All the essays and all of the projects and all of the packets, the 24,000 hours of learning and working prepared us for high school. The essays that took us hours to do, the perfecting of that one little detail on that one project. Moving on into high school is scary, but I believe that each and every one of us can do it. Moving on without some of us is going to be hard. The fact that some of us are leaving and we don't get to see each other is going to be very hard. We have built relationships with each other, and it's not easy to move on from those. We have seen each other grow and overcome so much. Going through life, changing things, and growing up with each other. Some of our friends who we have known for years are leaving. Nonetheless, it is inevitable, and we are forced to say goodbye. Goodbyes happen every day, all over the world. Hopefully, we will all be able to meet up in a few and have good times again.
Our grade had many great experiences and memories together thanks to the school. In my opinion, the Denver Pop Culture Con field trip was the most memorable due to it being fun and giving groups time to bond. Another fun field trip was the Kindness Day trip, where we got to go to places such as the police station and learn how they functioned.
8th grade, when all of you unlucky ducklings who were not artillery and could not fake die on a cannon got to die several times in a field of mud during our Civil War reenactment. Sometimes I feel really old, and other times I feel really young in the grand scheme of things. This is one of the times where I feel both old and young. After this, we will be entering a brand new minefield that is high school. You know, the place where all of the best cheesy dramas take place. Some of us will be staying at Westgate and continue into the world of college and no high school football games, while others will be leaving, perhaps for a more traditional high school experience. But let's be real here. There's nothing traditional about any of us in this grade, and you know it. That we have shaped each other into new people, and that we will continue to change. So look around to the people that have shaped you and helped you out when you have had a 10-page paper due the same day as everything else. Who do you see? Do you see yourself in them? How have you shaped them in turn? What do you have to thank them for? May all you have fun drowning in homework, and remember that these are the last 4 years of our childhood. Well, at least for those of us who do not skip a grade, and will be 17 or 18 when we graduate. These high school years are supposed to be the best years yet. Make them that way. Thank you for listening and putting up with me these last few years. Pick your road wisely and have a good time. Okay, I'm leaving now. Bye.
Some of my favorite things about Westgate were the different experiences you don't usually get in a traditional public school. I really enjoyed the animal interactions we got to experience, especially the chickens, goats, and you can't forget about Pete the dog, otherwise known as Peter, Pizza, Peteroni, Petasaur, Yeetus Petus, Power Ranger Pete. I could go on. I appreciate the work of the teachers and staff at Westgate. They made sure I was at a learning level that I was comfortable with, yet did not struggle to challenge me with my work. Westgate was probably the greatest style of learning for me. The style of education Westgate was using was something I could learn and grow with. For this, I am entirely grateful that I got the opportunity to experience this school.
Dear class of 2024, we all knew that this time wouldn't last forever, and it finally has. Although we are putting an end to something great, we are also starting the beginning of something else great. No feeling can compare to how I felt these past 3 years. It all feels like a dream. It felt so short, but so much happened. The saying, time flies when you're having fun, really is true. When we look back, so much happened, and I don't want it to end. For a lot of us, the saying, "you didn't know you had it till it's gone," is also true. We just lived our middle school lives, and we didn't think much of it, and now it's coming to an end. We didn't realize how much it meant to us. So, to my fellow classmates, thank you for being the ones to grow up with. Thank you for teaching me what it means to be a friend. Thank you for teaching me what a friend is. Thank you for maturing with me. And most of all, thank you for the best 3 years I could have asked for.